When whites are victims of crimes or discrimination, we often wonder, why isn't there some group who looks out for white interests? Why is it that other ethnic or religious groups have interest groups devoted to their interests, but whites do not? First of all, let's look at why other ethnic, racial and religious groups can look after their own. They feel that they are outsiders, that they need to look out for each other as they cannot fully trust those outside of their own group. They show group loyalty and they wonder, what's wrong with whites? Why don't whites show loyalty to other whites? But whites do not think of themselves, in most places, as outsiders. Western civilization was built by whites, and currently that civilization is dominant. Within white countries, the institutions that exist were built by white people. They were also built for white people. Leftists call this white privilege, and it's also why those who are not white always feel as if they are outsiders. But whites do not feel that they are outsiders. So when there is a problem, they feel that they should be able to use the institutions that whites built to look after their interests. Most whites still think that that is true, that the institutions that their ancestors built still have their best interests at heart. But anyone who has been paying attention knows that this is not true. Multiculturalism, mass immigration, no-fault divorce, gender equality, the homosexual agenda are all designed to push Western civilization over the edge, to create a world without race or sex, a world, in truth, without humans. But this is insane. It certainly sounds insane, and the truth is that most people do not want to know the truth about the world they live in. The truth is too scary, and they're right. It is scary. For most whites, they can ignore the truth most of the time because most of the time the truth doesn't affect them. Or if it does, there are other options. I don't like my new neighbours, so I move. I don't like what they're teaching at the local school, so I find another. I don't like my new co-workers, so I get another job. Bit by bit, those options are running out. To be honest, it can be hard to understand both the big and the small picture, what's happening to both yourself and your civilization. White advocacy isn't about saying, I am white and proud. It is about looking after the small interests of white people, helping them find jobs, housing, sticking up for them when attacked, looking out for each other. We thought that as we built the institutions, that they would be loyal to us, but the truth is that we have been betrayed. They do not serve us or our interests. In the future, we need to rebuild institutions, and to do that, we need to start rebuilding white communities, white families, building contacts and helping others. Do as much as you can without hurting yourself. Let's start to rebuild and reclaim our civilization.